Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with my buddy Corey. He's my good friend, and you've seen him in videos like many years ago, so only old timers would recognize him. Yeah. But first of all, check out Corey's shirt.
Look at it.
Oh my goodness. See, you have to have that tough look with the tattoos to wear that properly right there. And by the way, that's a Buc-ee's Band-Aid. Anyway, sorry. Where are we going? Today, what are we going to make, Corey?
We are making chicken gyros with homemade pita bread, homemade tzatziki, everything.
Homemade gyros. As a kid, I called them gyros. It's like a Greek taco. Is that how you would explain it?
Yeah, everywhere I've been like, hey, how do you say gyro? And some people say, oh, you say gyros. Some people say heroes. Some people say gyro. I don't know anybody knows how to say it right.
Gyros.
Tzatziki.
I think we're gonna make the tzatziki first.
And
Corey was just telling me that he always makes extra because when there's extra left over, he
can make salad. It's like a good salad dressing, so you can make like a Greek salad with this tzatziki.
It's a good salad dressing. We got my little buddy here, oldest daughter Hannah, that you see filming a lot of my videos now, got me this for Father's Day this year. So, Flavor Town. Starting out, Corey's going to peel some cucumbers.
Gonna de-seed the cucumbers. They're also really juicy. Dehydrate them with salt. Dice these. No, I don't have professional chef knife skills.
Neither do I.
I always try because they say like, you know, you do kind of like do this and your knuckle guides it and you can't cut yourself and...
Man, you're getting like all Chef Nathan Lippy on me.
We're doubling the recipe. Teaspoon of salt. We're gonna do it professionally and do 2 teaspoons. And then we got to mix this up, get it incorporated. We're kind of dehydrating, like we said before, we're kind of dehydrating these cucumbers.
Cucumbers going into the refrigerator to sit per Corey's instructions. We just got a new refrigerator, by the way.
Next, we're gonna make the marinade for this chicken, because it marinades for a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna chop a little bit more of this up for when we finish and make our pitas, we can have some vegetables on the top. So we have some onion, maybe a little extra cucumber to go along with our feta cheese we're gonna put on it too.
Corey is dicing up some tomato for the garnish. Tomatoes over to our little garnish platter. So continuing with the chicken marinade, we have olive oil first. Looks like he's going in with about a 1/4 cup there.
You can double it, call it a 1/2 cup.
Approximately 6 tablespoons of regular Greek yogurt, not the low fat, not the non-fat. Red wine vinegar.
Yep, same thing here. A couple tablespoons, so we'll just kind of eyeball it, call it 1 and 2.
I was gonna get regular garlic today, but then I found this in the deli today. Look at that, roasted marinated garlic. So why not?
Why not? Go about 4 cloves, maybe 5, because these are a little bit smaller, and I love garlic. So
me too. So feel free to go like 8. We love it too.
Yeah. Well, here, we'll just grab a whole handful then.
Takes a real man to pick up a whole clove of garlic. Do it. Back in college, had a neighbor, and this was during the garlic craze that hit like late 80s, early 90s. And you know, everyone was saying, eat garlic, it's good, it lowers your cholesterol. I had this neighbor that told me, you know, he wasn't an experienced cook or anything. His name was Kevin Doyle from Leechburg, Pennsylvania. And he told me that he went to the grocery store and bought some garlic, and he was standing in line with like fresh garlic, you know, raw garlic. And he picked up a clove and put it in his mouth. And he said, you know, just tears, you know, almost fell to his knees. So garlic into the mix there. A teaspoon of dried oregano. Thyme. Here comes the thyme.
In due time.
Yeah. Those lemons over there, huh? They're kind of calling out my name. So thyme going in there next, followed by coriander. And I have to confess, I like never, ever use coriander. So
have you ever smelled it? It's like a lemony. It's like a citrusy, fruity.
That's the Blackstone Ace exclusive model over there that's kind of calling out to you. Now we have kosher salt.
Salt and pepper. We're gonna do a decent amount of chicken, so we'll
Black pepper. Yeah, I have a ton of chicken today. Black pepper.
And then we get some salt from the tzatziki sauce and everything, so it doesn't have to be too crazy here.
And now we're gonna mix. All right, up next we got a pack here. It's like 5 pounds of chicken breast tenderloins right here. So we'll try to devein them here, see if we can pull out that little tendon right there. Some people leave it in, but you can probably just pull it out with a fork. Somebody actually on YouTube a couple months ago told me about the fork method that we're trying out here, where you kind of, you basically are filleting the tenderloin, and then those go straight into the marinade. A little slippery, but yeah, that worked out nicely.
Yeah,
and straight into the marinade. So while Corey is taking the tendon out of the chicken there, you can see we're slowly getting the patio put together down here. Corey helped us with bringing dirt in the other day. All right, so next, Corey's got the chicken here in the marinade. He's gonna dump it into one of my little aluminum foil tins.
I guess we could have put the chicken in first.
There we go. Oh, that looks beautiful. Just kind of mix that up. Make sure that we get some of that marinade all over the chicken. And now to finish up the tzatziki sauce.
We're gonna get our herbs and stuff prepped.
We have some Italian flat leaf parsley here. Corey's picking it off the stem.
You could use a regular parsley, but from a texture standpoint, I don't know. Sometimes that regular parsley is a little sharp.
We have fresh dill. Fresh dill.
What's the deal? Super strong.
Dad, I made that name.
So continuing with the tzatziki sauce, we're going back into that marinated garlic here. Back inside to the refrigerator for the cucumbers. Corey's gonna dump the cucumbers into my strainer and we'll give them a rinse. Just try to get all that moisture off. Squeeze these and try to absorb the rest of that water.
You don't have to be gentle because we're gonna blend this. Or be gentler than that so you don't break your paper towels. Cheesecloth works really good.
Now Corey is going to empty the cucumbers into our little blender container here.
Somehow.
Somehow, yes.
Is it working?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
There we go.
Continuing with the tzatziki sauce. I brought the Vitamix outside, so here we go with that whole, I guess, non-fat. This whole fat, it's not non-fat, it's not low-fat, so whole plain Greek yogurt.
Some people use the non-fat, but I found it doesn't really give that nice, rich flavor.
Cucumber and Greek yogurt. What's next, Corey?
Yep, so we're gonna do our salt and pepper.
There you go.
So we'll probably do at least 2 teaspoons of salt.
Again, we're going in with the kosher salt, and now we go with the black pepper, of course.
Yeah, so this is
I'm big into black pepper.
to taste. So since Todd likes it, we'll do a healthy serving.
We like black pepper.
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons fresh lemon juice here.
Squeeze it kind of into your other hand,
There we go.
and hopefully you catch the seeds. Hopefully it wouldn't be escape.
Hey, you could see he caught a seed right there.
So
See?
yeah, and then you get your seeds if you don't have a strainer. Red wine vinegar, about 2 teaspoons. I tend to like a little bit more for the acidity. Chopped ingredients, we did just a little bit
Garlic
of dill.
and dill. That looks really good right there.
The rest of our dill, which dill is kind of one of the stars in this side here.
Parsley.
Parsley.
And a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. Go ahead, give it a try.
I think it just needs a touch of salt. I think, well, we might do a little bit more dill in that.
into the refrigerator if we can find room. And by the way, look at that chicken, that looks gorgeous. Make the pita bread.
So I made it earlier today and stuck it in the refrigerator so it didn't rise too fast, but it's basically warm water, yeast, sugar, kind of like a standard dough. And then you put in some warm milk, olive oil, salt, and flour.
I grabbed Corey the old school, the first generation Blackstone scraper, which I think works perfect as a dough cutter. Corey's just stacking his raw, pressed, formed pita doughs over here, and he's continuing on with the fun. Did I mention that I'm glad he's the one doing this? Now Corey is going to toast up the pita bread. He's putting down the griddle. We have the griddle on low right now. If we need to crank it up, we'll crank it up, but we're just gonna start on low. We have the 36 with 4 burners, so we'll just see what happens here, and if Corey needs more heat, he can adjust it. So a lot like making tortillas, obviously these are just, you know, double the thickness of a tortilla.
Yeah.
There we go.
We'll flip that one back over and brown it.
Well, it looks good though. Yeah, it looks like a pita or like a naan bread, right?
Yeah.
And of course, Corey's gonna break open the tortilla warmer. Oh, a Russian nesting doll.
Yes. Is there a third one?
Freezer.
Ah, just 2. Ooh, those look really nice. Look at that color, really nice.
Yep. Just brown the other side up real quick.
Pita bread looks delicious. I might have just eaten one, sampled it. It's very delicious. Corey just cleaned the griddle up. We brought out our beautifully marinated chicken. He's gonna go ahead and just dump it down on the hot griddle, and we're gonna cook this stuff up. Smells delicious. I'm hangry right now. I'm slightly hangry. Feel free to salt everything to taste as you're cooking if you want a little more salt. Oh man, I sampled some of this chicken. It's out of this world. So we chose to do chicken breast tenderloins today just because they were easier to work with. You know, if you were doing like a whole chicken breast, you'd obviously want to butterfly that thing, you know, like cut it in half this way, flip it open, make it as thin as possible. You know, the benefit of using a griddle as opposed to using an open face grill, obviously right there, I don't need to say more, you know, everything would fall through the grate. And so we're able to saute, we're able to cook in all of those juices there. So the marinade, that is really getting cooked into the chicken here on the griddle. Starting with warm pita bread.
Nice and warm. Just throw on a little bit of chicken, however much you want. I like my pitas a little bit bigger, but sometimes it's hard to get them bigger. So throw on some chicken. And then toppings, we also added some cucumber to the mix here. So add a little cucumber, some onion, some tomato, however much you want. I love feta, so I'm gonna put a healthy amount of feta on there.
And the tzatziki, you tell me how much you want. There we go.
To me, more is better. So
A little more?
Yeah, like more and then a little bit more.
Just the colors here are gorgeous. So this is definitely what I would call pleasing to the eye as well as to the palate. Corey, go ahead and grab one. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Let's toast them. Let's give it a try. So good. The bread is perfect. Look at that. I mean, it's not breaking. It's soft. The hot chicken, that ice cold tzatziki sauce. Your comments.
I'm speechless every time. It's just great, and you can't stop eating them.
Corey's telling the truth here, man. I'm so glad that I didn't cook today. I'm glad that Corey cooked today. This is so good. We'll put the recipe in the description down below. So thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, this is Todd and Corey and our families saying praise the Lord and pass the chicken gyros.
I want one.
Delicious.
Sadie does the most adorable pirate smile because she's so used to us looking at her crazy when we take pictures, and so she squints like we do.